Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. I'm filming this on the weekend. It's actually Saturday, so it's a very exciting day and I'm feeling so happy and so positive, and I wanted to make sure that I got on here while I'm kind of like in this mood. I'm feeling really good to film this video for you and just do a little get ready with me. I have a new fall lip color that I actually got in a Detox Market box. It was like their fall beauty bundle. It's this beautiful rusty brick toned lipstick from Vapor in the shade Adore. I haven't even swatched it, but I just saw it and I felt like it was such a beautiful fall tone. So I wanted to kind of use this today, build a look with it, see how it goes. Yeah, just get ready with you guys, kind of chat and catch you guys up with everything going on. I'm going to start by applying my base, which is just going to be tried and true products. I always say this, but for me, base is so important. So I feel like I do the same thing every time, or if I find a product that I really like, then that's kind of all I use. And today I'm going to be using the Kear Weiss Invisible Touch Foundation. It just is the foundation of the moment for me right now. Again, talked about packaging flaws, kind of a bummer with that, but the coverage wise and the look that it gives me outweigh that in my personal opinion. And I definitely have lots of spots going on. It was a stressful week and I had a lot of work and I was wearing my mask a lot, so I definitely need foundation. I can't just get away with a concealer. I do have a moisturizer on underneath, which is really important. I'm having some dryness right now. I'm currently using Dr. Barbara Sturm skincare and I was planning on doing a full review. I'm not totally sure I'm going to. I will say the products are beautiful, the formulas are amazing and just a joy to use. I don't know if I have seen like enough of a result with my skin, and I think it's because I don't have the line that I need. They were very kind and they sent me her glow kit, which has some products like the hyaluronic acid, which I can speak to. But they also sent me sample packs of her clarifying line, and the sample packs lasted me for about like a week and a half. And I saw a big difference with my skin clarity wise. But when I transitioned back to kind of the other products, I didn't see it working as much. And obviously a week is not enough time for me to kind of give you guys an idea of, you know, do these products actually work for my skin, all that. It usually takes like up to 3 or 4 weeks for your skin to get used to a product. So I just don't feel like I can give you guys enough information. But what I will say is the value packs that they sell are definitely value packs. I've been using one for like over a month, I think. I'll have to look at my notes. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been using one over a month. So if you've been curious about her products and you're, going back and forth because the price tag is so high, I would highly recommend checking out the value sets that she's put together and see if there's a kit that sort of suits your needs. Because if there is, then I feel like that's the best way to try this brand. I forget the challenges of filming during fall and winter with the clouds, so I apologize if I go in and out and I'm kind of gray one second and then warmer another second. That is the bummer of filming with natural light, but I just also feel like I love the way that natural light looks. I'm gonna build this up lightly in areas where I have a little bit of pigmentation, and then I'm gonna go in with some concealer. And even when foundations are a good match, I do just take the time to like run my hands along my jawline and try and blend out that edge just on the off chance that there's a slight difference. So how are you guys all doing? Hopefully you guys are all doing well, or as good as you can be doing considering everything going on in the world right now. I definitely am starting to feel like time is less of a thing and weekends blur into weekdays, and that has been really challenging. So if you guys have any tips for, obviously we're staying home right now, we're still kind of sheltering in place even though things are lightening up. So if you guys have any tips of how to kind of like differentiate the days, let me know. I also have been not great about doing like a bullet journal or a planner, and I think that kind of adds to the general feeling of like, what day is it? Is it already Friday? Is it Tuesday? So I've been thinking about trying to pick that up a little bit more, put a little bit around my lip line to try and clean it up a little. On to brows. I'm really sad. This Eco Brow product, which I really love, is great, but did you just see what happened? The actual pencil, I think it's broken. I'm not totally sure, but it's fallen out of the packaging, so I have to be very careful when I'm using it. So I like roll it all the way down and put my finger over the end, and then I use the spoolie, or else it will just fall out. And it's a bummer because it's a great product. I'm just gonna fill in my brows a little bit like I usually do. So starting from the bottom and just kind of softly filling in the shape, and then brushing down as well and kind of filling in the sparser areas. I'm actually gonna grab a mirror and go a little closer. I know I said I had some exciting news in November, and I still do, but I can't really say anything until, well, hopefully I'll be able to say something next week, and I'll be sure to let you guys know here and over on Instagram. And no, I'm not pregnant. I had to laugh when someone guessed that. It's a good guess and it's a fair guess, because I feel like a lot of people on social media will say that or tease that, but no, not pregnant and no immediate plans. Although I have to say, I feel like there might be some benefits to having a kid during quarantine, especially like having more time at home, no pressure to travel. I think the hard part would be, you know, not being able to really celebrate with people, but there are a lot of mamas to be out there, and I totally commend them, because I think having a kid at any time is intense, and especially right now, I can imagine that, you know, there are definitely some benefits, but there's a lot of stuff that's out of your control. All right, I'm gonna leave them like that. I know they look a little bit strong right now, but I think when I have like a bolder lip, they'll be less strong. And I kind of like them to be thicker, especially this time of year. I don't know why, thick eyebrows just feel cozy. Oh, this is Eco Brow again. Their clear brow gel, which I really like. I haven't gotten my eyebrows threaded in years at this point. I've been plucking them myself and doing a horrible job, but I just can't like justify spending the money because I have weird brows already, and I never really enjoyed the way they looked when I would get them professionally done. I always felt like they were too thin. So I either need one, a really good brow recommendation for the San Francisco Bay Area of someone to go see, which I don't even know, can you even go see people right now? Probably not. Or I just need to like improve my skills. So if you guys have some like YouTube recommendations, a good way to figure out how your eyebrows should look, let me know. I struggle with them so much. I just never like the way that they look, and I have a scar from when I was really little in one of my eyebrows, and no hair grows there. So I get this like weird little dip. It's a constant challenge is basically what I'm trying to say. Part of me kind of wanted to leave the eyes bare, and I might actually not apply any mascara. I kind of like that look of where you have a bold lip going on but no mascara and you look kind of like undone. But I did pull two eyeshadows out that I thought maybe I would use. Well, one's not really an eyeshadow, but the first one that is an eyeshadow is this Gressa eye tint, really beautiful in the shade Oreo. This is really pretty, very sheer wash of sparkle. And then I also had this one, which I think I might use because it has sort of this brown undertone to it. It was too deep for me as a highlighter. This is from Physicians Formula. This is their Organic Wear Dewy highlighter in the shade Honey. Yeah, I think this copper tone will be very pretty. And again, I'm not anticipating this is going to be long wearing on my eyes. I think I'm definitely going to have to, you know, kind of smush this around throughout the day. I think it'll give just like a nice gloss of color. It's a pretty creamy formula, so this is like user beware. Don't put this on your eye if creasing really bugs you, because this is going to crease, I think, pretty fast. I really don't mind that with cream eyeshadows because I just blend them back in. You could also try setting it with an eyeshadow, which I could do. I have an eyeshadow that I could use. I really like this as a shadow. I was right. You guys see? Picks up the light really beautifully, but then when I'm kind of back here, it doesn't really even look like I'm wearing anything. I just have like a bit of a brown glossy tone to my lid. Really beautiful. I almost don't want to set it because I'm worried that the color is going to change. I'm going to use this Lila B palette. I'm going to go in with the lightest shade, and I'm just going to set kind of like in my inner corner and in the middle of my lid, and I'm just using my finger to kind of pack it on. Hopefully this will keep it from creasing a tiny bit, but I really like the sort of sheen that the cream gives me, so I don't want to get rid of it too much by putting too much powder on top of it. I do need to go grab my eyelash curler. Let me go do that really quick. So I'm trying to think about what else is new. Jared and I are doing really well. We're definitely getting sick of cooking, but other than that, we really can't complain. It's nice because Jared used to commute for like an hour each way to work, and now he doesn't have to do that anymore. So I think working from home has been really nice for him, and then we've really been enjoying working from home together. It's just been really fun. I definitely sympathize for anyone who's a parent out there and is trying to work from home with your kids home. That I feel like would be so incredibly challenging, and I'd be like, get me back to the office ASAP. But I know that I'm speaking to a lot of my friends who don't have kids right now and they're really enjoying this time. Just being able to be home more, and if they have a partner, being home with their partner more has been fun. Okay, mascara is to be determined. I'm not totally sure if I'm going to put on mascara. I'm going to see how the lip looks first and then decide. I'm going to line my lip just a little. This is the Mented lip liner in pink. And then I just go around with my finger to kind of soften it. But this is great because this is a super long wearing product. So even as my lipstick starts to fade, I'll still have some definition underneath. I'm going to use this as a blush too. That's kind of why I'm going with lips first. A little bit stiffer of a formula than I thought it would be. It's not matte. It's also not a gloss. Oh, I look so pale. Don't worry, we will fix that. I'm going to go in with a brush and just tidy up a little bit. The texture is, like I said, a little bit stiffer and sits somewhere, I mean, it does feel velvety. It sits somewhere between a gloss and a matte. And I like the fact that it doesn't feel like it's sliding around my lip. It's transferring a little bit more red on camera, but you know, I can put this true red next to it and you can see it's deeper than that, and then actually in person it's a little bit more orange brown and feels not quite as like vampy as it comes across on camera. It's a little bit more vibrant in person and much warmer. The clouds are over the sun right now, so I'm getting a bit of a gray cast, but as soon as the sun moves, you guys will be able to see there is a real warmth to this. So I'm just going to take a little bit on the back of my hand so I can apply it as a blush and not look quite so pale, and work off of there. You can also mix it with a moisturizer. This is actually going to be my highlighting product, but I'm going to mix it with a little bit of this Honest Beauty Balm so that I can sheer it out a bit. See, that just did a great job of kind of like bringing the color to life as a blush. Then just a little bit up by my temple. This is kind of in place of a bronzer, but just brings like a little bit of warmth and dimension back into your face. So I think I am going to leave this without mascara, but I'm going to apply a little bit highlighter. As we get into the colder months, I like to add more dew onto my skin. And this is one of my favorites, the Honest Beauty Magic Balm, which I just used to kind of make this blush formula. Very handy to just have in your bag. You can see it gives my skin such a pretty glow, but it's very, very natural in person. I feel like kind of like 70s with my hair today. Go put on like a pair of corduroys. Very happy with this color of lipstick. I think it's kind of the perfect fall red, where it's not quite that like crimson red that you want for Christmas or the holidays, but it's that like burnt orange red that you would find on, you know, like the leaves that are falling, and it's so beautiful and feels a little bit vintage too, which is fun. I'm gonna see how well this formula lasts, but it's very comfortable on my lips. I actually was a little bit nervous because I have some dryness to my lips right now. Finished my Osmia lip balm, which you guys already know if you watch my favorites video. So my lips have been suffering a little bit without it, but it doesn't seem to be highlighting any of that or settling any lines yet. Now it's only been on for 5-10 minutes, but all things are starting to look good. It feels very comfortable on my lips. Isn't kind of sliding around. It's staying put where I want it. I hope you guys enjoyed this fall get ready with me. Let me know if there are any videos that you guys want to see down in the comments below. Let me know how you are all doing. I promise one of these days I will have a nicer background behind me when I'm not so distracted and scatterbrained, that when I don't have quite as much going on, I will set that up. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, I hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you enjoyed this. If you're new to my channel, I hope you consider subscribing. That would mean the world, and it's a really great way to show your support if you enjoy watching my videos. Otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your day or night, or whenever you're watching this, and I will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Bye!